The reality is, though, that we have not reached the ceiling yet. And these numbers and these trends could even be better, and the numbers could be higher if we can tackle the high costs of transfers, amongst others.
From the voice of the consumer, they want to see more in terms of how they will be able to make the bill payments or salaries or wages, social disbursements. And I think this is where we have the remittance opportunities as well. Taxes and fees and inventory and other business services, particularly for MSMEs.
As PesaLink, of course, talked about expansion of use cases. If you looked at the matrix that SIPS talks about, it's just the inclusion measures that we want to be able to say, these are the use cases that we're powering. These are the number of people that are using certain use cases. These are the number of transactions. These are the values that are carried or that are powered through particular use cases. We want to be able to reduce the transaction costs. We expect to do this. We want to reach out to more partners. Hopefully, this will reduce the transaction cost. And of course, if the value proposition is there, then we see our volumes growing, and we see the cost of transacting coming down. There's a lot of measures, things that go into the transaction cost.
Last year, actually, towards the end of 2021, there was the call for proposal by Prime Africa. We did put in our application, and it wasn't until sometime last year that we started the design discussion with David and his team. And one of the things that we were looking at is, bringing remittances closer to the rural communities, and also digitization and bringing the costs down. So when you look at the structure of the remittance roadmap, you'll see the Prime Africa objectives, which is reducing remittance costs, increase digitization, drive financial inclusion, and reduce use of informal remittances. So what we proposed with AFAD was to tackle all of them. So of course, reduce use of informal remittances would be then tackled if you reduce the remittance cost.
We see the role of SACCOs in remittances is increasing, and we find that SACCOs are very uniquely placed because they are really at the grassroots of where our target group is, which is women and rural populations and really vulnerable households. So like I said, it's a partnership between IFAD, FSD Kenya, and SASRA. The objectives of the study were to reduce the cost of diaspora remittances, increase digitization, reduce the use of informal channels, and increase financial inclusion.
So there's a bill in Parliament currently that looks to do several things. I'm sorry for the numbers. One is they want to define, what digital currencies are. They want to provide regulations around the trading of digital currencies. They want to impose taxes similar to excise duty charged by banks. And they also want to address the issue of mining or node validation in the country. So it's good progress, at least from the regulatory side.
I think it's a very good forum for stakeholders, one, to exchange views, to forge the way forward.
I'm really looking forward to the June Global Summit. And the main reason why I'm very much interested is that, we want to see what, developments have, been realized over the last, years since the last summit.
The program within the summit is like a compact disc. You don't want to miss any of the facets or any of the items on the program.
It is a very important forum where you get to learn about how the diaspora is transforming our world, through social remittances, financial remittances, and technical know-how.
With the changes that are coming and the economic changes that are coming about, then we are able to bring everyone from the globe on a common room to talk about the same thing, see on what is affecting them, what kind of solutions they want, and the laws that will govern this kind of thing. So we need to put our heads together and implement this and bring it up.
This is not a summit you want to miss. It's going to be here in Nairobi for 3 days. It's a good opportunity to just come out, hear what's happening, network, and just have a good time.
If you're a global remittance business, if you're a bank,
you're an NTO, you're a telco, you're a crypto business, a USDT business, fintech, and all types of technology companies, particularly AI companies, get involved into this fintech summit. It's absolutely crucial, and it's important for what Africa is going to be and become over this year and the next 10 years.